I'm speechless. What I managed to do with the OpenClaw in the last 10 days is just unbelievable. So let me explain. There's a lot of things I've done. I've done a lot of things. I've got a list here. Okay, but today we are going to talk about a major part, which is the memory and the awareness level. But just to give you an idea of what I've done and what I'm going to show in the next few videos, it's okay, advanced memory system, which is different from what we have now because the memory it just get removed as well, not just added. Also, the awareness that we are going to see also in today's video, basically prompt injection of elements that are done automatically. So AI, while you're talking about a subject, boom, is gonna get injected the information inside. Amazing, amazing. Then the symbiotic shield. The shield is a system that protects your AI. You need protection because can be a lot of attack, a lot of prompt injection, a lot of software that you download that is it's a virus or something. That one done. Then the Logician. The Logician is something amazing. And in honesty, I have a problem make it run. It runs and sometimes it breaks, so I need to fix it. But the Logician, what it does, this is rule enforcement by code. So it's not about AI that can hallucinate. Shall I do this rule or not? Maybe forget about it. No, this is enforcement by code. AI will follow the rules. Like I said, I need to fix it, but it's there. Watchdog. What is a watchdog? It's a system. Basically, you have two AI. Okay, your OpenClaw, let's say, and another AI. They look at it. Okay, it crash it. These are the AI. Go there and fix it. Prepare it. Make the server restart and so on. Works. Okay, done. Then there is some. I'm gonna say. Okay, of course, I build the dashboard, but there are some really interesting one. Okay, so all those system that I'm building is going to be open source. Okay, I'm going to share with everybody, and it's possible to download and going to be easy installation that can run on top of OpenClaw that if you already have, but if you don't have, it's going to install the whole thing. So, but what is going to be that all these AI can be networked together and build a DAO. Okay, that is the idea. I'm gonna explain in the future video, but you can have in the description. You have a link to the to ResonantOS. Inside the ResonantOS, there is in the website there is the DAO menu. You can read about the DAO. Okay, if you never heard, I'm gonna explain in the future. There's a lot to talk about the DAO. And also there is a payment system for crypto. So you can, of course, connect to the DAO because you need a crypto to connect, but also do direct payment between this network and the agents. So your AI can offer service to mine, I pay, okay, vice versa. So every one of us can be connected. That is for the resonant economy. The DAO, we are going to talk about this, is huge. Then there is another thing, okay, which I love it. So you have your own website. What you want to do is to have a chatbot there that people can go there and explain. So there is a way in the dashboard I added this functionality. So now you can have a chatbot on your website, okay, that works for you, and you will have in the dashboard a way to customize and produce the code. You copy the code inside your website, it's done. It works already. I need to implement on the ResonantOS, but I've been doing so many things. So, like I said, the dashboard, and then of course it works through. What I'm building is the DMG installation. For now, I'm gonna build the other form of installation for other computer in the future. This is what's happening. Okay, but let's go back to the memory. So, if there is a lot of problem with memory. Okay, first of all, when you work with a computer, the biggest frustration is it doesn't remember the things that you told hundreds of times. Okay, so this might be the protocol, this might be the document, might be my business, and so on. So what it does instead is hallucinate. Okay, is pretend to know. In the sense, I'm running my business. You know about my business, whatever. It's I create websites. So instead of going and read the document that you gave, what it does, it just pretend, okay, I know how a website company works. I know it. I don't need to read anything. Really, so I just assume things. That is the maximum frustration because you can't rely on the AI. But what we need is a way to inject that information. So the moment that you write some keywords, some documents are going to be injected. So now it's completely different. There's no frustration. You know that it's going to follow that protocol. You know that it's going to be aware about the rule that you created, about the website that you have, about the documents you have, your business plan. You're going to be aware of everything. Okay, just because you talking about that topic. This is a game changer. What's happening now in the memory? So just explain quickly how the memory system works with AI, okay? Because sometimes it's confusing. So the AI, every time that you exchange a message, it erases everything, copy the whole history and push it back again. Okay, so to make it clear, so you start with, you've already been talking, okay? So the memory, the context window, for example, at the moment is 1 meg, okay, 1 megabyte. So you send 1 megabyte to the server, you pay for it, and then come back and answer another megabyte, okay? No, maybe it's not another megabyte. Anyway, I come back with the answer. So what you do, then you add another message, and now it's 1 megabyte point 1. Okay, then 1 megabyte point 2, then 1 megabyte point 3. So it becomes bigger and bigger. And that every time you pay for it. So that is, think about multi-agent that works 24 hours, how much money you waste just because every time you send so much memory. So what's the fix here? Instead of having a memory, at the moment it already works like this. What's happening is the memory become longer, then it take the top part, compress it, meaning it does like a summary of the memory, so you spend less token. But the problem is summaries are not reliable. Okay, summary means you compress in a way that you lose information. Second, it doesn't matter. Okay, you summarize, but then at one point it's going to become big. So what's my solution? We need the first part of the chat kind of raw data. Okay, so we don't compress it. The oldest part, we compress it, but in a different way. So the compression works that instead of using summaries, we use AI language. What AI language is. So when we talk, look at me, okay, I wasted a lot of time to explain a lot of words, a lot of things. It's not needed. AI doesn't need this. That is noise. So what AI does, remove all the human necessary way of talking and create a really noiseless, pure data information. So kind of, it's not code, but kind of, okay, so you just see functions and stuff. This is connected to this is like this. Okay, so there is no noise, just data. Compression can be, it depends who talk. So in my case, it's up to 80%. Okay, so in my case that I just talk. Yeah, just remove 80% because it's noise. So it remove the noise, it keeps just the signal. Okay, so now think about 80% saving on your token. So in the same window, okay, at the same price, let's say, you have much more information, 80% more information. In a shortened memory, that means you save a lot. So that is the principle, okay, but it's not finished there. So what's next? The next part here is, because it's compressing, but not the first part, it's gonna only compress the top part, at one point it's gonna become big. Okay, so what's the key? What's the idea here? We need the AI to forget. Okay, because it doesn't matter, it doesn't need to remember so many old things. So you start removing all these blocks. But it's not even finished there. Okay, so first row, then compressed. Okay, each compression can be actually connected to the raw memory. Okay, because OpenClaw save everything. Okay, so you have full raw memory. So you hashtag each block that you compress. So now AI has the compressed version, but has a direct link to the uncompressed version, so you can go back and read if needed. Can you see? Can you see where we are going here? So extremely cheap system that doesn't need a massive window. So you see now we have this 1 million token. Can you imagine how expensive it is to have 1 million token sent? So it doesn't work, and we don't need to get there. Okay, we keep something much shorter. We save a lot of money. It has the same amount of information because everything is compressed. And we never need to close the window. We never need to reset. We never need to close the chat. Okay, we always work. We work constantly. Okay, we change topic. Boom, injection of the new awareness. Okay, so there is this awareness agent that inject the new topic, the new data that you need to talk about the new things. The old one get deleted. Start talking, changed. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't even know. It's beautiful. I've been designing this for months now. Okay, but I didn't know how to build. Now I use OpenClaw to build this and finally use it. So this is extremely complex system in the sense that now you could give this audio to your the audio transcription. Okay, you find the audio transcription. You give it to your OpenClaw and say, build me this. I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen. Okay, there are it's far too complex. There's too many things that are not kind of traditional. Okay, so the AI won't understand fully, this is the dependency between them. Okay, because there is a lot of kind of a musical. Okay, they need to move correctly together. Otherwise, remove the memory, boom, it's empty. Now it can't work anymore because it doesn't forget, it doesn't remember what it was doing. Honestly, building this thing was a nightmare, okay? Because honestly, sometimes you work, there is a bug, boom, the memory disappear. Now you're there and say, okay, how can I carry on working? Everything is gone. Okay, then I build the single source of truth. Okay, the single source of truth is that the AI that we sometimes think, okay, I'm talking with OpenClaw, I'm working with this architecture. You think that the AI knows about the architecture. Okay, you think, okay, this is the system, it should know itself. No, it doesn't. Okay, so it doesn't know. So this single source of truth means now there is a series of documents that get injected to explain to itself how it works. So without that level of awareness, when you start fixing the bugs, fixing something so complex, it's gonna just assume, this is working this way, I'm gonna edit that part. Okay, the memory, you always work in this way, I'm gonna delete the part. So it's just a massive mess. So you need AI to know the infrastructure that you're building. Okay, otherwise we'll delete everything and just carry on creating bugs. So how you can see this is pretty complicated, but it works and it's amazing. Also, like I said, it's open source, but I'm not gonna be able to give it to you right now. Okay, there are two major problems. One, you should never accept software from someone else, open source like this, never. Don't do it. Okay, unless you have a system to protect yourself. So what's my idea here? First of all, before giving this, and like I said, ResonantOS is going to be open source, free, you can get it. But before I can give it to you, you need to build your own shield. So I created a document that you will receive the moment that you subscribe to my newsletter. The document gives you basic instruction to your AI, not the software, but the instruction on how to build the shield. Okay, so how to build a system that protects itself, that check for viruses, to check for a lot of elements that could attack your AI. So you download this and you give it to the AI, but first read it. Okay, never trust anybody. So first you read it, and it's simple. It's in human terms. Okay, so you read it, explain what to do. Then you say, okay, yeah, this is safe. There is nobody's trying to get anything out of me. So you give it to the AI. You say, look, I would like to build this for this reason, okay, because I want to download the software and so on. So AI is going to build it for you, but then you don't accept, because that comes from me, okay? You can still think, maybe there is something inside and make it build something that is dodgy. No. Then you say, okay, now let's fortify, let's check it. Okay, let's test if this system actually does what is written on the can. Okay, now you test and everything. Now you have a system that you can trust. Okay, so for free, I'm giving you a solution for building your own shield. Okay, that is the basic one, because the more advanced one that I'm gonna give you for free again, for you, it's more complicated. It cannot be built just from a document. Okay, so but you have a way to check it. So now you have a way to check the quality of the code you download. Then soon I'm gonna give you the whole code, so you can download this code, check it with this shield, be sure that there is nothing that's trying to steal your password, copy your, I don't know, email address, your data, nothing. Okay, you check it. Okay, you double check it. You be sure that that thing is safe, because we need to live at the moment. It's even though it's beautiful to trust others. Okay, you got me, that's such a nice person. Why you shouldn't trust me? Okay, but what I want to tell, okay, to you is that we need to live in this system as a trustless system. Okay, we don't need to trust others. We need to verify everything. That is what we need to teach to our AI, to verify everything for us. And this is the reason why there is blockchain, because you can verify through blockchain. You can only verify things happen or not, or didn't happen, and therefore I want to build this system this way. So you need to go into paranoia mode. Okay, so there is different level of installing my system. Okay, there is the paranoia mode. That is the one that I'm explaining to you now. Okay, you check everything. Then there is the YOLO mode. Okay, so you just trust, you don't care, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna click, download, and trust it. Okay, but even though, I mean, actually, don't trust me. Okay, think in this way: paranoia mode. Don't trust me. I'm gonna give you the way to install without. In a way that you trust me, but I'm gonna call it honestly YOLO mode. Okay, so because you need to be aware. Okay, this is YOLO. I'm gonna just get it, whatever. But okay, that's the thing. So now let's talk a little bit about the future of this. Okay, my idea, first of all, is called this system is called the ResonantOS. Okay, it's an operation system that run on top of OpenClaw, but in reality can run on top of any advanced AI agent. Okay, the idea is you should use whatever you want, okay, to build your system, doesn't matter. But what we should agree is to a protocol that help us to work together. Why we need this? We need AI is getting clear and clear. Okay, AI is getting it started to really replace human. It's capable of doing it. I see myself with my software. If you use it, you see that basically it's not replacing you, because the point here is the people that you need to work with you is replacing. I built this thing that is insane. I can't code, okay, but it's insane. It works. So my imagination, my idea, my architecture, my logic creates something that would take months to do. First of all, months. I did it in 10 days, months. Okay, but plus I spent a lot of money in API. Okay, this is another thing. But I didn't spend as much money as would be required to build something like this. I didn't have a need for the team to do all this work. So that is where we're going. So we need an AI now that, as is replacing us, our job, also is building the new economy. Okay, a new system where we can actually have a role with it. And that's what is this DAO is about, this digital autonomous organization, this community, this is decentralized community. I'm going to explain in future video the economy, how it works. But for now, what you need to understand is it means co-ownership. Okay, there is not one owner. It's not me, the owner of it, and you're going to be part of it. It doesn't work in this way. Okay, decentralized means that each member owns it. Okay, so we are, because this is the difference. Okay, we are at the moment competing as an individual, each one of us building our own little thing and try to compete versus those massive corporations. It's not gonna happen. Okay, plus we don't want, I'm building mine, everybody should use mine. Everybody should use, yours. Everybody's thinking like me in the center of this. What I've done is I remove myself from the center. I put the DAO in the center, the community, so we can connect. What I'm building is something that is the starting point to connect. Then you can have whatever AI you want behind. Okay, but we need a protocol, one single protocol that help us to connect and work together. The protocol is not even mine. Okay, I use an open source protocol built by Google to actually make this AI to AI work together. So this is the standard already. It's not big because nobody knows, but this is the standard of communication and exchanging data, services, and token. But we need also the DAO, okay, the central system that it's. Sorry, I need to block one thing. The central system that manage our organization, and for that one you need the crypto wallet. You don't need much money. Okay, you put a couple of dollars and you can participate in the community. And but for years, okay, you put a couple of dollars, no, maybe not for years, but maybe you honestly, because what is happening, you need to pay the gas, they run those smart contract, this contract, this micro software on top of the blockchain. There's a micro cost connected to it, and probably $2 would be maybe a year of interactions, depending on how much you interact. So it's extremely cheap. Each one of us need to have this. This is I'm super excited about this. And somehow I don't want to give you too many information because it's I don't want to overload you with data, because this video, it is about the memory. I'm gonna link a deep dive article in the description where I'm gonna explain what I said here. You can, like I said, you can try to have your AI building it. It's complex. You can try if it works. Okay, let's start from this principle that the idea works. I've been spending months. If you go back into my video time ago, okay, I talk about this video called Inception, okay, because it's inspired by the movie. You know the movie where they add inside their dreamer, they inject an idea. Okay, that is where it comes from. Okay, a month ago I thought, okay, we need to inject awareness inside the memory. This is how we automate awareness. So I've been working for months. This is why I can go so fast. So you can give it to the AI, but it requires a lot of understanding of the problem, of how the AI works, what are the challenges, what you need to achieve. Okay, and the goal in somehow is simple. Okay, it's maximal awareness with minimum token. Okay, it's that simple. Awareness means memory, because you need to access memory. Okay, sometimes you need to inject memory. And sometimes you need to inject documents, protocols, rules, and stuff. So by doing this injection, you have a much better AI, much better experience. So if you have any question, please ask in the comment below. Like and subscribe, fundamental, but also there is a community that I'm building for those AI artisans. That's how we call each other. So basically a community of builders like you. And the link in the description is a Discord channel, free to join. So where we can share our idea and so on. Stay in touch and so on. So a lot of things to do. I'm giving you a lot of work to do. So like and subscribe, of course. Watch the full videos and other videos so you help grow in this community. Sign up to the Substack. Okay, there is my newsletter. There is free subscription, so there is no excuses, but there is also pay ones. The pay ones give you a little bit more, but also support the channel, the building of the DAO and so on. Then build this shield. Okay, in the document link below, and the moment you describe, you're gonna have this shield. Okay, give the document to the AI, build a protection system for free. Okay, for free, that you can use not just for installing my stuff, but to protect your AI. This is fundamental. Then I'm gonna also add in the document, the description, the list of they're not even skills, of the abilities, basically, the list of features. That's the right name. The features that this AI can do. And when it's ready, you're gonna be the first to use it, and we can start a kind of I need a community to do this. It's not. It's built for a community, so we need a community to test this exchange of services, exchange of data, token, and so on. Simple stuff, but I would like to have your help. So if you like this idea, let's build it together.